wheels on the quad. Geeked up on the motor, got the engine running deep. Popping rocks at the bottom of my feet.
Hey guys, it's East Coast Gamers here, and I was kind of teasing an episode or a new series I would try and start on the channel. Being a gamer, I don't know if you guys heard that, but my dog just farted. Thought that'd be a pretty funny edit to add into the video, and he's very confused as to why I have a camera set up in the house like this. So anyway, I thought I'd do a review on the Nintendo Switch, and it's been about a week and a half. So I mean, I've gotten a good gameplay experience with it. I've gotten a good feel for the controller. Don't have all the accessories that you could possibly get with it, so maybe later on in the year, as I get more stuff for the actual system, maybe I can do a updated review, or at least do a review on those parts. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to pause that video just right there for a second.
A few moments later.
Alright, we're back. So, yeah, so first off, when unboxing the Wii, or I'm going to call it the Wii a lot in this video, I can already tell. When unboxing the Nintendo Switch from the actual box, it comes with the tablet, which is this right here. As you can see, I've got a couple of games here. And the docking station, of course, which is pretty neat. It's got like this little inside box that you actually plug your HDMI and power cord into, and then you can close it up and it'll come through here. Don't know if I'm showing that actually on a good angle. And you can actually pull the wires through here, and it looks kind of clean. That's pretty nice of them to do. It's kind of light. I thought this would be a little heavier, but I guess most of the components for the actual system are inside the tablet. So the tablet's a little heavier than what the actual docking system is. So that's kind of where that stands. It comes with these two little Joy-Con straps that go on the Joy-Con. I'll show you right here. So these are the Joy-Cons right here. I have them currently in the little Joy-Con grip that comes with the Nintendo Switch. So these are the Joy-Cons here. I guess we'll do it this way. And these little Joy-Con straps, they just go like this, and then they turn these into the pressable buttons. I mean, you could press them without these. This just feels better. Feels more like an actual controller. These are actually a lot smaller than, if you remember back in the day, Super Nintendo controllers. Just 1 second again.
A few moments later.
My dogs are going to make an appearance in this video quite a lot. So just be mindful of that. So anyway, so on to the actual review of the system. So the Nintendo Switch has, let's get into some of the specs. So the size of the Nintendo Switch is approximately 4 inches high, 9.4 inches long, and 0.55 inches deep, with Joy-Cons attached. It's got an approximate weight of 0.66 pounds and 0.88 pounds with Joy-Cons attached. So it's not even a pound that thing weighs. So that's kind of interesting to feel, because it feels a lot. Now I make it sound like it's really heavy, but I mean, for a video game system that, you know, is of this size, it's meaty. It's meaty, that's what I would say. So I mean, it's kind of cool. It's got a multi-touch capacitive touchscreen of 6.2 inch size, and it can play up to 720p. So it's not as up to date with gaming consoles go. It's more marketed at a portable machine. It's a more expensive version of the 3DS. If you guys don't know what the 3DS is, it's I have one here. This is the Nintendo 3DS Extra Large. I got this a couple years ago, and this is definitely more meaty than the Switch. So they did do a good job in making the weight reduction on that. We'll just throw this to the side here. The CPU is an NVIDIA custom Tegra processor. Sorry, I'm just reading the specs on it from the actual Nintendo website here, and I'm having a hard time. Yeah, so my dogs are going to play throughout this episode. So the storage that it comes with is 32 gigs of internal storage right off the bat. So for those heavy-duty games that you're looking to buy or download, I highly recommend getting a micro SDH card because you can expand it up to 2 terabytes in internal space or extended space. So you do have the opportunity of getting more space on your system. It does have Wi-Fi. It's got Bluetooth 4.1 installed already on it, so that's always good. The video output in HDMI is 1080p, so you do have that option if you do not want to play 720 for whatever reason. You don't like that quality of screen. You want something better. You do have that option to put it in on your TV, which is nice because if excuse me, I have to have my Timmy's. It's very early in the morning, so. But yeah, no, yeah. So if you're not into the whole handheld point of view of it, you do have that option of playing it right off the TV. It's got a compatible 5.1 channel linear PCM output. Outputs in via HDMI connector and TV mode. So you have the option of playing it in surround sound. Obviously, the surround sound would not come out on the actual tablet. You do have 2 front-facing speakers that are stereo enabled, and they're fairly loud. I'll give you guys a test of it. So I'll come up to the phone here. You can kind of hear it. And we'll go into a game that I'm playing right now. Playing Saga 5. And I have it turned all the way up. Can't really do any touch on this game, so. Alright. So we will go back to the review now. It has a power button and volume button, 3.5mm audio jack, fairly standard, and that's located on the top of the unit. So it's right there. And this is where the game card would go to as well, for any of your Nintendo Switch video games. It's got a micro card slot. It's got a sensor. So actually, it kind of works like a Nintendo Wii. Like, it's got that gyroscopic controller feel. A lot of the games that we've played, me and my girlfriend have both played, have used a lot of the motion features in the controllers. I don't know if it's necessarily in the tablet, but definitely in the controller. Like if you're playing Pokemon Let's Go, for example, you're gonna hold your controller like this, and when you go to throw the Pokeball, you'll actually do the throwing motions. And I do recommend putting on these straps because these are very, very slippery. The controllers are very slippery, so just keep that in mind. I think that's why this grip is kind of good in that sense, to hold them. We'll get into that in a little bit. We have a lithium-ion battery that's about 4,310 milliamp hours, which is fairly, you know, that's fairly standard for like a cell phone, so that's not bad. It charges with a Type-C port cable, so if you have some of those fast chargers at home, they do, it's capable or compatible with that, so that's very nice to know. The dock. So let's get into the dock. So I'm reading the specs on it. It's not really very in depth. The size of it is about 4.1 inches high, 6.8 inches long. I don't know if you guys can hear this in the video. I'm gonna rewatch this myself and probably laugh at this. They're gonna be like the stars of the show as they go by the camera multiple times. I might. Anyway, yeah. So the approximate size is about 4.1 inches high, 6.8 inches long, 2.12 inches deep. So it's a little bit wider and definitely a little bit more bulkier than the actual unit itself, and it weighs a little less than the actual system with everything put on. So that's interesting. I never really did the field test, but it definitely makes sense. Output is USB port 2.0 compatible, two on the side, one on the back, and it just connects with, it has an HDMI port or AC adapter port. So basically the connections to have this power on, be able to be a charging dock for your actual Nintendo Switch system, and you know, it looks kind of nice in there as well. I'll show you guys that in a minute. So anyway, we're going down to the Joy-Cons. They have little to no weight. They have all the buttons, A, B, X, Y. Your D-pads are on one side. Your A and B and X and Y are on one side. You have these new buttons called SL and SR and ZR and R. I think it's the new ones. Oh no, it's ZL. Sorry. So, you also have, yeah, so you have all those buttons. You have the two analog sticks as well. These run off of Bluetooth 3.0. I don't know why they wouldn't have went with 3.4, but it's not a big different deal. They have little rumble packs in them, so don't be nerd or unexpecting of them. I know my girlfriend went to put one down on the table, and something in the game made it vibrate, and it was like, whoa, what the hell? Well, I wasn't expecting it. These actually get charged as well, and if you put them in on the system in the docking station, that's how they charge. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for specs on the actual unit and its devices. Let's get into talking about how it works and how I felt about it. First impression opening it, I felt like the system was not exactly what I was thinking it would be. Not in a bad way. Just didn't expect it to be this small, first of all. And also, I didn't think that the dock was going to be like this either. It's a little flimsy. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of flex in the dock. Obviously, you're not going to push on it, but just not to grab it very hard like this. There's a little flex there. I'd be worried that that would snap. Also, I noticed too that this is my favorite feature about the docking system, is the little hiding compartment. But another thing I noticed that was kind of iffy for me, might not be a big deal to you, but when placing the actual Switch in the docking system, it's really loose and just doesn't feel like it's actually... Now, this is the correct way. You can't put it in this way. Like, there's only one way to put it in. Like, as you can see, this isn't actually going in. Actually, I'll put this more middle of the screen here. But if I'm going to put it in, I put it in this way. And it still seems kind of loose. It's in there, but it's kind of loose, and I just kind of... Like, if I'm going to take this, like, I'm not going to be moving this around a lot, but if I wanted to move around with this, I'd be scared this would slide out and fall. But, you know, that's one thing that's kind of weird about it. I do, however, and I'm going to show you with this on it like this, because this is when I usually put these on, is I do love the subtle, the little clicks that it makes. Just, it's really, what do you call it, pleasing, I guess, to listen to. And then when you take it out, you also have now your full control. Now, for me personally, I'm a PS4 gamer, and I've always been a Nintendo gamer growing up, so Nintendo always had my heart and pride, right? But going from Nintendo to a more competitive style of gaming, which is like the PlayStation 4, personally I feel, at least, that I've gotten so accustomed to those ways the controllers are built and how they feel in your hands, that now going back to a Nintendo controller, which most times, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but most times Nintendo controllers are very, very odd. They're not always, you know, your linear, like the Nintendo grip here is a good example, like I will show you right now. When you put these in, this is the closest resemblance to a regular controller nowadays. But as you can tell, I can take these out at any time. Ooh. I can take these out at any time and put them into the system and have this wide controller that does not feel very, doesn't feel natural. It's almost, it's not annoying. I wouldn't say annoying, but it's not the most comfortable fit, if you know what I'm saying. The grip definitely helps with taking that away if you don't like that kind of gameplay. And you can always take your Switch out. I never showed you guys this, but you can always take your Switch out and flip. Well, try not to break it off, but you can actually put this this little I don't know, did I break that off? No, this goes right back on. Okay. You can always use this little little stand and play just like if you were going to play on the TV, but a smaller screen, and use this like this. Now, personally, I'm not. I've only done this a couple times, and it does get it gets hard to find like an angle that you can use your tablet on that makes it feel like you're playing on a TV style of gameplay. But anyway, back to the controller. The grip definitely helps with taking that awkward feel. I played Fortnite on it. I don't know how I really felt about that. So as I was saying before, my video decided to cut out on me because that's what happens when we make videos, apparently. We don't get full videos. I was saying I used to play Fortnite, or I tried Fortnite on it, and the feel of the controller was weird. The analog sticks were very sensitive. Not sensitive, but not sensitive enough, I guess. You'd have to turn your sensitivity up if you really wanted to start playing with one of these. Personally, I think you would. And it would probably be better if you got a pro controller. But other than that, like playing Mario Kart was fun. You actually got to play with the controller like it was, like as if it was like a Wii remote. You could kind of move it, motion. We played Super Mario Party, and that was fun. A lot of cool things with that. Let's Go Pikachu. You actually take the controller and you act like you're throwing it, the Pokeball. But be careful because the controllers are very, like the actual Joy-Cons are very slippery, so keep that in mind. But yeah, if I had to give an overall rating on the actual system itself and how it, like everything that came with it, I'd give it a 7 or an 8 out of 10, like between there, so 7.5 we'll say. And the reasoning behind why it's not as high as I was expecting it to be, personally, is because this is very flimsy to me, and I feel like they could have made a more durable, I say durable, but it is durable. It feels fake almost. It's only the docking system, so it's not like it's the main part of the actual Switch. But I do feel not the flimsy and the durable, but like it's very like the slipperiness of the actual Joy-Cons, and this is quite slippery too if you ever were to like feel it. But saying that, the good points on it are the lineup of games and the games to come. I'm really excited for that. The actual experience I've had with it has been nothing but great. It's very hard to decide some mornings on whether I want to play some Fortnite and get content for that, or do I want to go and play my Switch. And saying that, I don't know if you guys want me to, but I can do reviews on some of the actual Nintendo Switch games. I'll leave a list of games if you guys would like to see me play them on another video. I'll leave a list up on my Facebook page for our Facebook page for East Coast Gamers. I'll do a poll. I'll put up 2 games and have you guys debate. I'll put another 2 games up, have you debate, and then between those last 2 games, because I think I only have 4 or 5 games anyway, we'll have like a little face-off, see which one you'd like me to play, and give like a review, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys. But with that being said, I think that the Nintendo Switch is a great system, especially if you're looking for a good Christmas gift this year to get, or maybe your kids are really excited for it and you just wanted to have a review just to, you know, see, should I get it? Do I recommend this for kids? Absolutely. This is a great system for kids. Do I recommend it for all ages? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a great system for everybody. There's a wide variety of things that you can do with it, and you know, it might be lacking in comparison to PS4 or Xbox One, but what it lacks there, it builds up in what it offers in game like titles. You've got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming out this year, actually in the next couple of days after I upload this video. You also have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. You've got a lineup of Mario games that are out and are gonna be coming out. It's hard not to say yes to this system. And at a retail price of $379.99 Canadian and $300, I'm pretty sure in the States, you really don't have a bad deal there. I'm sure it'll go down. It's already gone down from its original price point, but right now is probably a good time to get it if you're looking for a Christmas gift. But with that being said, guys, that's pretty well all I have for you guys today. This is East Coast Gamers, and we'll be back with another review hopefully soon. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.